Sairam students, today we shall discuss the chapter linear equations. First you must know what is meant by a linear equation. Any equation of the form ax plus b equals 0 where a is not equal to 0 and where a, b are real numbers is known as a linear equation in the variable x. So, remember students, if an equation is of the form ax plus b equals 0, under these conditions, what is the condition? A must not be equal to 0. Suppose a is 0, what will happen? This term vanishes, so we will be left out with only b equals 0. In that situation, it fails to be a linear equation. That is why we impose the condition a must not be equal to 0 and a and b must be real numbers, and this particular equation is in the variable x. We can also have equations in other variables, say y, z as well. Here look at the highest power of the variable, which we call it as degree. Here it is 1, that is ax power 1, 1 is hidden there. So, look at that power, highest power, which we call it as degree, it is 1. Okay. So, a linear equation will always have the highest power to be 1, that you need to remember. And what is a known as here? It is known as the coefficient of x term, it is known as the coefficient of x. Also, with reference to equal to sign, we have the terms ax plus b on the left hand side and 0 is on the right hand side of equal to sign. Now, we will consider some examples of linear equation. 2x plus 5 equals 0. Obviously, this is of the form ax plus b equals 0. So, on comparison we know that in the place of a we have 2 and in the place of b we have 5. So, this is an example of linear equation. And one more is there, 3x equals minus 4. This always can be rewritten as 3x plus 4 equals 0. When I am bringing minus 4 to the other side, from right hand side to left hand side, we will be having 3x plus 4 equals 0, which is again in the standard form ax plus b equals 0 in the variable x. So, both these are examples of linear equation and they will be of the standard form ax plus b equals 0. Now, every linear equation in one variable will have only one solution. That solution we also call it as root of the equation. So, just read out the value of x that satisfies the equation. What is meant by satisfying the equation? A number which when substituted for the variable in the equation makes LHS, LHS means what? Left hand side equal to right hand side is called its solution. Now, consider an equation x minus 3 equals minus 2. Here which are on the left hand side of the equal to sign? X minus 3 is on the left hand side and right hand side is minus 2, it is the value minus 2. We will just substitute x equals 1 and see what happens. In the left hand side when I substitute, we will have 1 minus 3. So, that simplified value will be minus 2, and what about right hand side value? It is minus 2. So, we note that both LHS is equal to RHS. So, whenever LHS is equal to RHS, then we can say that that particular value is going to be a solution or root of the given linear equation. In case if LHS is not equal to RHS, then it is not going to be a solution of that linear equation. Now, let us discuss the procedure to find the solution of a linear equation. Whenever an equation is given, what we need to do is bring all the variable terms. Variable terms means a term containing variable to the LHS of the equation to the left hand side, and all the non-variable terms which we call it as constant to the right hand side of the equation. Okay. So, this process we call it as transposing, and whenever a transposing happens, that is whenever a term from one side is going to the other side, what happens? Plus sign will changes to negative and vice versa. Vice versa means negative sign will change to positive sign. This also you must bear in your mind. After that, after doing all these transposing processes, we need to find the required value of the variable. This value we call it as the solution of the linear equation. And as I have already told you earlier, linear equation in one variable will have only one solution. Now, let us discuss some problems. X minus 5 equals 8. X minus 5 equals 8. So, as I told you earlier, keep the variable terms alone on the left hand side. Which are the variable terms here? X, that alone you keep on the left hand side. All the other terms you will bring it to the right hand side. So, 8 minus 5, when it is transposed to the from left hand side to right hand side, the sign changes. Minus 5 will become plus 5. So, that implies x value equals 8 plus 5, 13. So, this is going to be the solution of the given equation x minus 5 equals 8. Now, we will move on to the next question. It is almost the same type. 19 equals 7 plus y. 19 equals 7 plus y. So, again we will bring all the variable terms to the left hand side. So, plus y will become minus y. On transposing, it becomes opposite sign, and 7 remains on the same right hand side, keep the same sign. If it is on the same side, then you need to retain the same sign. 19 is on the left hand side, now we are transposing to the right hand side, it becomes minus 19. So, 7 minus 19 will be minus 12. So, minus y equals minus 12, which means both are having negative signs, that can be made positive, both can be made positive. So, y value is going to be 12. This is going to be the solution of the given equation. Now, the third question, 3z plus 4 equals 5z plus 4. 3z plus 4 equals 5z plus 4. So, this can be rewritten as 3z minus 5z, because I am bringing from RHS to LHS, the sign changes from 5z to minus 5z, and here I will be left out with 4 minus 4. 3z minus 5z is going to be minus 2z, which is equal to 0, or z is going to be 0 divided by minus 2. You know, whenever 0 is divided by any number, the value is going to be 0 only. So, this is going to be the solution of the given equation. What about the next one? 1/3 of y plus 9 equals 12. 1/3 of y plus 9 equals 12. So, as we discussed earlier, leave the variable term, this is the variable term, keep it on the left hand side, remaining we will move on to the right hand side. It will be 12 minus 9, 12 minus 9 is going to be 3. So, 1/3 of y is going to be 3. Cross multiplying, what happens? We have 1y equals 3 3s are 9. So, this will be the solution of the given equation. Okay. Let us just check whether this is really going to be a solution. What is the procedure? I have already told you, we need to substitute the value in the left hand side and see if that is going to be the same as RHS. Let us check that. Y equals 9. Okay, let us just check. So, y equals 9, we will just substitute in the LHS. 1/3 of y, that is 9 plus 9 So, on simplifying we have 9 divided by 3 will be 3, 3 plus 9 will be 12. This is our LHS value, and what is our RHS value? That is again 12. Now, both LHS equal to RHS, which means our solution is correct, right. In case LHS is not going to be equal to RHS, then it means our solution is not correct. Next, the fifth one, 5 times of x minus 3 is equal to x plus 5. Let me work it here only. 5 times, so I need to multiply 5 times of x minus 3. So, 5 into x will be 5x minus 5 3s are 15 is equal to x plus 5. Bring all the terms, variable terms to the left hand side. We have 5x minus x equals 5 plus 15. Constants are being brought to the right hand side. So, 5x minus 4x will be 4x and 5 plus 15 will be 20. That gives x equals 20 by 4 equal to 5. This is the required solution. Now, look at the sixth question. Identify if the following are linear equations in one or two variables. Very simple. Look at the first one, x square plus y equals 2y minus 3. Obviously, there are two variables. What are the variables here? X and y. So, this is a equation in two variables, namely x and y. How about the second one? 3y minus 5 equals 2y. Obviously, it has got only one variable, namely y, right. So, this is a linear equation in a single variable. I hope you are all following. We will work some more problems. Form a linear equation using the variables. Using variables means what? You can take any, let us say x, y, z, a, b, c, anything like that. Form a linear equation using the variables for the following conditions. First one, twice a number subtracted from 15. Twice a number subtracted from 15. So, let the number be twice a number they are telling. So, let the number, we do not know what is that number, we will take it as x. What will be twice of that number? Twice that number, it is going to be 2 times of x. So, the condition states that twice a number subtracted from 15 is going to be 7, subtracted from 15. So, by the data given, subtracted from 15 means, so 15 minus this one is going to give us 7. So, this is the required equation. Next one, after 15 years Salma will be 4 times as old she is now. I repeat, after 15 years Salma will be 4 times as old she is now. So, we do not know what is her present age. Let the present age be taken as x years. Salma will be 4 times as old she is now. So, what will be 4 times of x? 4 times. 4 times of x is going to be 4x. If the percentage is x years, after 15 years, her age will be equal to x plus 15. Are you following, children? Her present age is x years. After 15 years, her age is going to be x plus 15. So, what does it say? Salma will be, after 15 years, Salma will be 4 times as old she is now. So, which means x plus 15, that is after 15 years, Salma will be 4 times. So, this will be the required equation, will be 4 times as that of her present age. This will be the required equation. If you want, we can simplify it further also, but just they have asked us to frame the equation. However, we can write it as x minus 4x equals minus 15, or you can just leave it like that also. It is going to be minus 3x equals minus 15, or you can just leave it like this, because they have just asked us to frame the equation. Next, a motor boat, look at the next question. A motor boat uses 0.1 liters of fuel for every kilometer. For every kilometer means what? For every 1 kilometer, the vehicle can use 0.1 liters of fuel. One day it made a trip of x kilometers. Total kilometers that is made by the boat is x kilometers. For 1 kilometers, if it is 0.1, for x kilometers it is going to be 0.1 into x, correct. So, we write as 0.1 x, that will be the liters of petrol that is being used, right. Now, we need to form an equation in x if the total consumption of fuel was 10 liters. So, total fuel consumption, you know, in a day was 0.1 into x, and that value they have given it to be equal to 10. So, this is the required linear equation. Now, we shall discuss some word problems. The length of a rectangle is twice its breadth. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 66 centimeter, find its length and breadth. So, we do not know what is length and breadth. We will take the breadth of the rectangle to be x centimeter. So, by the given data, since they have mentioned length of a rectangle is twice its breadth, so obviously length is going to be 2 times of x centimeters. And you know the perimeter of rectangle is, what is meant by perimeter of rectangle? Sum of all the 4 sides of a rectangle. That value they have given it to be 66 centimeter. Now, length is 2x, and one more 2x will be there to the opposite side. So, again I am taking 2x. Similarly, breadth is x, a rectangle has got 2 breadths. So, x plus x, their perimeter, which means their sum is 66. So, we need to add up all these quantities. X plus x will be 2x, 2x plus 2x 4x, 4x plus 2x will be 6x equals 66. That gives x value to be 66 by 6, which is 11 centimeter. But what is x we have taken? X is nothing but representing the breadth of a rectangle. So, breadth value is 11 centimeter and its length will be twice of the breadth, that is a given condition. So, length will be 2 times of 11, which is 22 centimeter. Next problem. In a class, the number of boys are 2/5 the number of girls. Find the number of girls in the class if the number of boys are 10. So, what is the required, what is the question they have asked? Find the number of girls. We do not know what is the strength of girl student in the class. So, we will take the number of girls to be x, okay. And what more condition they are given? Number of boys are 2/5 the number of girls. So, what will be the number of boys? It will be 2/5 of means what? Multiplied by the number of girls. So, 2/5 of x, that is how we have the number of boys. And what is one more condition given? As per the data, number of boys they have given it to be 10 also, that is from the data which is given. So, that means we need to equate both are number of boys. Equating both, we have 2/5 of x equals 10, cross multiplying we have 5 into 10 50 equal 2x. So, that implies x equals 50 by 2 equals 25. But what did we take x to be? It is the number of girls. So, the number of girls in the class are going to be 25. Next, we shall see about linear equations in 2 variables. Just like we had seen linear equation in a single variable, here it is just 2 variables, which means an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equals 0 under these conditions. A is not equal to 0, b should also be not equal to 0, and a, b, c are real numbers is known as a linear equation in two variables. What are the two variables here? X and y respectively. So, here again the highest power of the variables and x and y, as you can observe, highest power means what? The degree, that is going to be 1, and a, b, what are a and b? A is the coefficient of x and b is the coefficient of y, and c is of course a constant term. I have given some examples for your understanding. X plus y equals 15. So, is this in the standard form? This is the standard form of a linear equation in two variables. Is it in the standard form? Of course, you can rewrite this equation as x plus y minus 15 equals 0. So, on comparison we note that Ax, in the place of a, what is there? 1 is there. So, 1x plus 1y, b value also equal to 1 and c value equals minus 15. So, this is an example of a linear equation in two variables. Same thing, the next one also, obviously it is in the standard form. On comparison we observe that a value equals 4, b value equals minus 5. Always make a note of the sign, do not miss the negative sign here. B value is negative, which is minus 5, and c value equals minus 2. So, both these are examples of linear equations in two variables. Now, we will consider the equation in two variables, namely x and y. The equation is x plus y equals 15. Let us keep substituting the values for x. Let us see what happens if x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, and for some negative values of x also. Let us see what happens. In case if x equals 0, what happens? 0 plus y will be 15, which means y value equals 15. Suppose x equals 1, directly substitute it, x value is 1, it means 1 plus y equals 15. So, that implies y value is 15 minus 1 equals 14. That is what I have here, y value will be 14. If x equals 2, similarly substituting x equals 2, we have 2 plus y equals 15. So, that gives y equals 15 minus 2 equals 13, and so on. This process can be continued for different values of x. We have just taken three values 0, 1, 2. We can continue 4, 5, 6, so on, right. Similarly, let us take some negative values of x also and observe what happens. If x equals negative 1, again substitute in the given equation, it is going to be minus 1 plus y equals 15. So, y value is 15 plus 1, when it goes to the other side it becomes plus 1, that is 16. And similarly, x equals minus 2, we have y equals 17, and so on. So, what is that we observe? We note that for different values of x, okay, for all these different values of x, there will be corresponding values of y as well, which means for different infinite values of x, there will be infinite different values for y also. So, in this scenario, can we say a linear equation in two variables will have only one solution or two solution like that? No, we cannot tell them. We can tell that a linear equation in two variables will have infinitely many solutions. So, we can conclude that a linear equation in two variables will always have infinite number of solutions. Now, let us discuss some more numerical problems. Form a linear equation in two variables for the following. Just you are required to form the linear equation. The perimeter of a rectangle is 98 centimeter. You know, rectangle means there are two variables. Okay, one is length, another is breadth, which we will take it as x and y respectively. Length is x and breadth is y. Perimeter they have given it to be 98. Perimeter, you know what is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? 2 into length plus breadth. So, directly I am using that formula, 2 into length I am taking x plus breadth I am taking y. That is how we have twice of x plus y equals 98. Simply we need to write the linear equation, that is it. We need not simplify it further. In case they have asked us to exactly find the length and breadth, then of course we need to proceed further. Next, the cost of 2 kg apples and 3 kg oranges is rupees 120. So again we do not know what is the cost of 1 kg of apple or orange. We will take it to be x and y respectively, right. So if per kg of apple cost x rupees, 2 kg will cost 2x and 3 kg of oranges will obviously cost 3y, right. Now the total cost is going to be rupees 120. So add up both, 2x plus 3y equals 120. This will be the required linear equation in two variables. Here what are the variables? X and y. Now say true or false for the given condition. X equals 2 and y equals 5 is a solution of this equation. Already we have discussed when can a number be a solution of the equation. We need to substitute in the left hand side and check if it is the same as the right hand side. So let us do the substitution. X equal 2 and y equals 5. What happens to the left hand side? 5 times of 2, x value is 2 plus 2 times of y value is 5. 5 2s are 10 plus 2 5s are also 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. That is our LHS. How about RHS? RHS is 10. Are they equal? No, right. LHS is not equal to RHS. So what can we conclude? We can therefore conclude that x equals 2 and y equals 5 is not going to be a solution of the given equation 5x plus 2y equals 10. I hope you are clear with whatever has been explained today. Now you can take your assignment for the day based on what we have discussed today. Find the solution of twice of x plus 3 equals 18. Second question, a certain number increased by 8 equals 26, find the number. Third one, how many solutions does the equation x minus 4y equals 5 have? The fourth question, the age of father is 10 years more than twice the age of son. Form a linear equation in two variables for the given statement. And the last question, the sum of two numbers is 85. If one number exceeds the other by 7, find the numbers. So in the next class we shall continue with the same chapter, linear equations. Till then, Sai Ram to all of you, and we will meet again in the next class. Sai Ram.